Okay guys, here we are. We're now ready to install the actual clutch belt. Once you've rested the timing belt to the side and remove those 4 screws we talked about, you want to ease this off its dowel pins. Now when you take this off, you want to be careful. Sometimes there's actual washers right here on this brass bushing. They're for spacing of that unit, and sometimes they'll drop into the camera, so you want to be really careful. Ease that up, and if there's washers, just put them onto your sprocket shaft. You take that and you just lay it to the side right there. Now here's probably the easiest part. You want to take your belt and you want to start at your sprocket in the front. Just going to pinch that right around. Make sure that the teeth are in the cogs of it. And I'm kind of doing this with one hand and holding the camera, so bear with my image here. The second one is going to go around your cog that actually controls your footage counter, which is that unit right there. And then it's eventually going to go around your actual clutch mechanism. This actually turns the magazine, and I'm a little difficulty here, but let me use my hand here. That there. Then this one goes behind it as well, and you might want to just take a small screwdriver and walk that around just like that. Perfect. Okay, so we've done the cog in the front. We've done the cog that counts your footage. You've actually done your clutch mechanism. The final one is actually going to be around this bearing tension support unit. And what that does is that actually keeps the belt tension. You should not have to adjust that from the factory. I've seen some guys try to do that, and no need to. No need to. It's that good. The belts are made correctly. So we went from our main sprocket to our second sprocket that does our footage counter to actual clutch mechanism. And I must also add that before I started this, I took the 2 clutch discs that you get in a kit, and I actually replaced them also in this right here. This must have some slide. This doesn't, you'll actually tear the belt and do more damage to as well. So around that and around your belt tensioner, then you want to take your sprocket unit and you just want to rotate it a bit. Make sure nothing comes offset. Make sure the belt doesn't walk off any of the sprockets or off any of the pulleys or anything like that. And it looks good. And pretty much we've just done what a technician might charge you $300 to $400 to do. Then we're going to take that brace and we're going to put it back on, making sure that we got our washers correct. Now here's something that's really important on replacing the screws. What you want to do is you want to do these 2 first. And the reason being is these are actually grounds, and they're also screws that raise the PC board up off of this wheel. So what you want to do is you want to take these just to their snug. Just this snug. And as you tighten them, you'll see the PC board raise up. You also want to be careful. The wires there that nothing's binding to as well. And make sure we're good to go. And if you hadn't done that, it would have been a good time to take that old Mercury battery out. Once again, it's a nightmare just waiting to happen. Trust me. It takes a few extra minutes to do it, but when it goes, it'll do more damage than you could ever imagine. Once again, replacing these screws right here, the outer ones, and once you replace these, you can go tight on these, and then you can snug down more the outer ones, the inner ones, I'm sorry. Tighten these 2 first tight while these are snugged, and then go back and tighten those. You don't want to gorilla tight those because you have a chance of warping the PC board. Remember, that's a ground unit too as well. After you do that, the band that we had relaxed, just as simple as taking it off. You just want to walk it around this unit, and we're done. We've replaced the clutch belt in a CP16R, and it's similar for the A as well. The board looks a little bit different, but generally it's the same idea, a little less wiring too as well. And that's a job that you would normally pay several $100s to get done, and then absolutely free. We'll come together with some more AW Cinema tech tips. Look for us on YouTube. If you have any questions you want to email us, you can email me at awphoto67@yahoo.com. That's awphoto67@yahoo.com. And if you're shooting questions, I'll try to answer them. If I don't know the answer, because I don't know it all, I'll send it to a guy who does, and he'll get back with you. Once again, that's the clutch belt replacement in a CP16R.